Hello students, welcome to Target IES. In this video I am going to continue with module number 13 of our CPM subject. Already we are finished with 12 modules, right? The most important part is finished, and in the rest 5-6 modules whatever are left, right? Today's module will be the most important because we are going to see one sure shot question in your SSC JE that is regarding contracts and tendering. Okay, so whatever part is important for GATE and ESE we have almost finished that, and this part whatever I am teaching today, right, it will be very important for small exams like state PSCs or SSC JE. Okay, without delaying any time, let us jump into this topic, which is construction management. Let us start with type of construction projects. Okay, so we can classify construction projects based on many things. For example, based on the work we can classify it as building projects. Okay, जैसे हो गया अपार्टमेंट और रेजिडेंशियल होम्स, एंड देन कम्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल प्रोजेक्ट्स लाइक रोडवेज और रेलवेज, and then industrial projects and other projects. For example, retaining wall. These all things come under other projects. This is not that important, useless classification. But this classification, it is quite important based on project completion time. See, we are classifying the project based on the time it takes as long duration project. It should take more than 5 years. Okay, if a project is taking more than 5 years, what is the project called as? Long duration project. Very important bit, give it first time. And then comes medium duration project, 3 to 5 years. Short duration project, 1 to 3 years. Special short term projects less than 1 year. Okay, so for example, what is the example of long duration project? Write down an example. It will be a dam. Okay, dam takes a lot of time to complete, right? So it will be a dam. Medium duration project, for example, it will be a bridge or a highway. Okay, and short duration project will be like a apartment. Hardly you need 1-2 years to complete an apartment, right? So short duration project will be an apartment. And special short term project, see, if you are doing any small earthen dams, okay, embankments you are constructing, or even a small residential home, right? These all things you will be finishing within a year, and these type of projects I am calling it as special short term projects. Very important classification. And most important question is, what is the duration of a long term project? It should be greater than 5 years. Remember, frequently asked question. Now based on the project value, how much expenditure does this project involve, right? Based on that we are classifying the projects into mega value project, large value project, medium value project and small value project. But unlike the previous thing, यहाँ पे मैंने clearly कहा था long duration project is taking more than 5 years, but here I cannot classify something like that. I cannot give exact values because even if you go to USA, अगर आप इंडिया में हो and you say to someone that you are involved in a long duration project, he will understand that he is doing in a project which will take more than 5 years for him to complete. But this mega value project, right, it will be different in different countries. You go to USA, long duration project, he will also understand that it takes more than 5 years. But if you are talking about mega value project, I am talking about real statistics, real numbers दे रहा हूँ. In USA, if you are talking about mega value project, that cost should be greater than $1 billion. $1 billion. In rupees, it will be around 7,700 crore rupees. Okay, 7,700 crore rupees. See, expenditure in one country is completely different from expenditure in other country, right? अमेरिका में आपका कास्ट काफी ज्यादा आता है, इंडिया में आपका कास्ट काफी कम आएगा. कॉमन सेंस की बात है, right? So in India, basically your mega value project, if some project is costing you more than 1,000 crores, right, we generally consider it as mega value project. So there is huge difference, right? In one country it is just 1,000 crores, in other country like USA it is 7,700 crores. तो ऐसा कोई specification नहीं रहता है. It depends on your country of living, and even within country of living it can vary from place to place also. In a countries like India, which is very huge, right? So I hope you got the point. So you need not remember the statistics, but in the worst case, if you want to write down, you can make a note that mega value projects in India cost more than 1,000 crores. Okay, more than enough. Let us see life cycle of project. See, in life cycle of project, there will be steps like tendering, and you have to understand tender and contracts concept first. Let us finish that, and we will come back to this topic of life cycle of project. Okay, so what is tender and what is contract? Both we will study now. See, just listen to me once and you will never forget it. Even if you want to forget it, you will be unable to forget it. Tender is nothing but proposal. ठीक है? What is tender? It is nothing but proposal. And what is contract? Contract is nothing but agreement, a legal agreement. See, I will give you a simple example and then we will continue that example in civil engineering. We will apply the same concept in civil engineering. Let us say you want to marry. Okay, you want to marry. So first thing what you will do, you will go and propose 2 or 3 different persons, because it is not mandatory that very first person you propose will accept it, right? So you are proposing 2 or 3 different persons for your marriage. If someone likes your proposal, then you will marry each other. That is nothing but agreement. That is nothing but a legal agreement, right? I hope you got the point. What are the different types you can propose a person for marriage? Let us see. First one is a open tender. Okay, open tender is similar to that of Tinder. Yeah, you just have to upload your details and wait for someone to swipe right. As simple as that. It is open for everyone. Now comes the limited tender. For example, matrimonial sites. Matrimonial sites. It is for limited people, right? You already select a certain group based on your religion, based on your caste, based on your income group. Okay, only this offer is for limited people. And then comes a single tender. It is like direct proposal. Okay, if you like someone, you go straight forward and propose. That is nothing but a single tender. Okay, now let us apply the same concept in civil engineering. How this works? See, tender is an offer in writing to execute certain specific work in our civil engineering. Okay, in simple language, it is just a proposal to perform certain act. What are the different types of tenders we have? First one is a open tender. For example, it is open for everyone to participate. So you will announce in a newspaper, and whoever are interested, whoever construction agencies are interested, they will come and participate in your open tender. Okay. So second one is a limited tender. See, for example, if you are going for a very big project, prestigious project, for example, government is going for metro. Okay. So obviously it involves a huge experience and crores of money. Okay. See, just beside my home, I have a construction which is called as SV Constructions, and that guy stays in 8 into 6 feet wala shop. Okay, is he capable of constructing metro? Obviously no, right? So what is the use of keeping open tendering and inviting everyone? Obviously you will go for limited tendering. Okay, you will search for the people who are capable and send your tender, your proposal to only limited groups like L&T ho gaya or JP group of construction ho gaya. So only few people you will select and send you a proposal. If someone accepts that proposal, then you will enter into contract, which is nothing but an agreement between two parties, you and the parties which have agreed to take certain amount of work. Okay. And next is a single tender. See, single tender basically you will be seeing in a small type of projects, or for example, let us say you need certain amount of furniture. Okay, you need certain amount of furniture, or if you want to buy a chair, let us say you want to buy this chair. You don't go, you don't give ad online, or you go, or you call 4 or 5 people simultaneously and say, whoever give me the cheapest I will buy. No, you won't do like that. What you will do, you will go to a shop straightforward and ask, what is the price of this chair? He would say, let us say 10,000. He would say 10,000 rupees. You will quote him, see, I don't have that much budget. I have 8,000 rupees. This is my tender value. If you want to give, you give, or else I am not buying this. Okay, it is a tender inquiry sent to only one party. You are going to one shop and you are giving this tender inquiry to only one person. Okay, I hope you got this point right. Very simple thing. Types of contracts, type of tenders, you are perfect, right? Open tender, limited tender and single tender. Okay, now let us see what are the different types of contracts you have. Again, very important, and question come from this part only. Very important for SSAJE. What is contract? See, once you agree, if someone agrees for your tender, then you will enter into a legal agreement. This legal agreement is nothing but contract. It is an agreement between two parties to undertake certain work. What are the different types of contracts we have? First one is the item rate, percentage rate and lump sum. There are two other types of contracts, cost plus and turnkey. See, turnkey is a word which you frequently use it. Okay, we'll make a note and study these two separately. But for now, let us study item rate, percentage rate and lump sum. See, first of all, how do you know that certain amount of earthwork will cost you so and so much money? Okay, for this, our government, CPWD department, okay, Central Public Works Department has already given specifications. It releases schedule of item. I will show you. अरे यार हमारे पास सब कुछ है, सब कुछ बता दूंगा, नॉट अ बिग डील. सो दिस इज, यू कैन क्लियरली सी सेंट्रल पब्लिक वर्क्स डिपार्टमेंट Delhi schedule of rates. Okay, it releases schedule of rates for everything. I will show you the index how these books look like. Okay, so it has almost for everything. You can see for labor it is clearly given the specification in page number 6. For earthwork in 72, let us see how earthwork will looks like. Let us go to that earthwork. See, this is the earthwork page, right? Everything will be given. You can see the very first number, right? What is the first number? Higher charges for diesel road. Let me change the color of it. Yeah. So higher charges for diesel road roller. Even road roller gave specifications. Everything will be given price in detail. Okay. So per day, what is the road roller cost in Delhi? That is 3000 rupees. Okay. So everything will be given. One coolie ka price kitna hai Delhi mein? 558 rupees per day. So everything will be given. Every small specification which you need for construction will be given in your schedule of rates. Based on that, we can know how much expenditure my project will incur. Okay. So on that, so let us say we have just seen that road roller. It cost me 3000 rupees per day. On this my contractor will quote. Contractor बोलेगा मैं 3100 rupees पे arrange कर दूंगा या 3200 rupees पे arrange कर दूंगा. So item rate means contractor has to quote his rate against each item of work as given in schedule of items. Okay. So obviously he will have his own charge, right? So he will see his own benefit and add some more money. He will quote you 3100 rupees for this. For labor you have seen 558 rupees in Delhi, right? He will quote somewhere around 600 rupees per day. Okay. I hope you got the point, right? So this is called as item rate contract. Next is a percentage rate contract. See, if a project is costing me let us say if a project is costing me 10 lakhs. A project is costing me 10 lakhs. So what the contractor will say? Contractor will say, अरे यार 10 लाख का project है, मुझे 15% commission चाहिए. So what he means, 10 lakhs is the project cost. On that 15%, 1,50,000 will be his fees. Okay. I hope you got it right. What is item rate and percentage rate? Now see the lump sum. Lump sum is basically seen for small projects. Okay. छोटा project रहता ना 5000 10,000. In this you need not waste your time on schedule of items or something. 5000 का काम 10,000 का काम. Recently I had to fix my water tank. We had some water scarcity, so we brought new water tank. So I went to a contractor. He said मुझे 25,000 दे दो मैं बना दूंगा. So I paid him 25,000. Nothing to do with schedule of rates. He came and he constructed the tank and went. Okay. For small things, contractor quotes his lump sum amount to undertake work. You need not pay anything else. Just pay him 25,000. He will come and he will take care of it. Okay. I hope you got it right. What is item rate contract, percentage rate contract and lump sum contract. Now write down one more classification of contracts. Make a notes. Wherever you have a place in your notes. Arey notes is free, right? You can download these notes from Target IES Facebook page. Target IES Facebook page. आप जा सकते हो Facebook में सर्च कर लेना Target IES. From there you can get this short copy for free of cost. Let us see other types of contract. The first one is cost plus contract. Cost plus contract. Please write down clearly cost plus contract and your turnkey contract. See, if you are solving previous year question papers, turnkey is one of the option for sure will be present in 4 options, right? ABCD में turnkey जरूर रहेगा. So what is this turnkey and cost plus contract? Let us study in detail. See, I will start with an example so that you can understand in a better way. Let us say you are constructing a bridge. Okay. It is obviously a considerable amount wala project, agreed or not? So you agreed somewhere in 2015 to construct a bridge. Obviously bridge construction will take you time. Let us say it took 5 years and even in 2020 you are still constructing this bridge. Now comes the problem. The first problem is schedule of rates. See, in 2015 you have agreed to perform certain amount of work for certain amount of cost. Let us say 500 crore. Now comes the big problem. See, in 2015, for example, just for example, take steel. The steel price was 50 rupees per kilo. Okay. You have quoted this 500 crore keeping in mind of each and every item for which you are paying. At that time, steel was 50 rupees per kilo. You were happy. But now in 2020, what happened? Steel price have gone up, let us say 80 rupees per kilo now. So now he has to buy at 80 rupees per kilo. Obviously, contractor cannot complete his project in his budget. तो क्या हो जाएगा? Contractor last में चले जाएगा. Common sense की बात है. Agreed. So why the steel prices increase? Because of global demand. Common sense की बात है. If global demand is increasing, price will increase. More the demand, more will be the price. Second thing, Indian rupee value is falling. Our rupee value is falling too much. If you are aware of global economics, in the last 10 years compared to dollar, India has lost more than 50%. Okay, somewhere 10 years before it was 1 USD to 50 rupees. Now you can see it is more than 77 rupees now. 76, 77 rupees chal raha hai. Okay, so you can see, right, more than 50% of rupee value has fallen. So obviously your price will go up, right? The things which have international market, those price will go up. Common sense की बात है. Then definitely my contractor will be at loss. So for large scale projects, obviously contractor will go for cost plus contracts. What he will go for? He will go for only cost plus contracts. In cost plus contracts, there will be real time pricing. Okay, what is the benefit of cost plus contracts? Real time pricing. With each change in our schedule of rates, with every update in our schedule of rates, our owner has to pay our contractor extra. I hope you got the point. What is real time pricing? Okay, he doesn't have to worry about the change in prices. Contractor is now full free. He doesn't have to worry much. So whatever rate has changed, owner has to pay him. These type of contracts are called as cost plus contract. Okay, everything is clear, right? Now come to turnkey. In turnkey, it is just opposite to cost plus contract. यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा? Real time pricing नहीं रहेगा. It will be one time payment. Therefore, a detailed estimate is required. A detailed estimate will be made ready by the contractor. Okay. If she doesn't have a detailed estimate, then contractor will be at loss. Okay, I hope the things are clear. So owner will pay only that much amount of money which he has agreed in his agreement. अगर owner ने कहा कि 5 करोड़ में काम हो जाना चाहिए, he will pay exactly 5 crores. अगर cost भी बढ़ता है, let us say steel का price बढ़ गया, he has did agreement today, tomorrow steel price changed, owner has nothing to do. वो 5 करोड़ ही देगा. Okay, so owner will benefit in turnkey. Okay, so obviously your contractor will go for detail estimate. Detail estimate के हिसाब से वो पैसे चार्ज करेगा. Common sense की बात है. And there is one more advantage for this. If owner wants some additional work, okay, or whatever has been in agreement, obviously contractor has to fulfill it, or else jail जाएगा वो बंदा. So if owner wants any improvements in the agreement, obviously owner has to pay for it. That is the one clause. I hope you got it right. What are the different types of contracts? One is the cost plus, other is a turnkey. Cost plus is a real time pricing. If the price is changing, owner has to pay that. In turnkey, even if price change, owner will not pay. Whatever you have agreement, only that you have to pay. Therefore, if you are a contractor, you have to be careful and you should do this detailed estimate. Only then you will profit. Okay, only then you will profit, or else you will be at loss. I hope you got it right. And even if you delay, if you are going for turnkey project, if the contractor delays, then contractor will be at loss. Rate बढ़ जाएगा, loss आ जाएगा. Okay, so he will also try to finish the work as early as possible in turnkey contracts. I hope you understood the concept of tendering and contracts, right? Now let us see life cycle of project. Very important. Give it 5 star because this question was asked already 3 times in your ESC mains. ESC mains. I think this year also this question came. This recent year also this question came. Describe the life cycle of project for 12 marks. Okay. Previously also 12 marks. Already twice came. This time third time came. The first step of life cycle of project is project appraisal. Please write down English meaning of appraisal. See, काफी complex term लगता है but meaning काफी simple रहता है. What is appraisal? Appraisal is nothing but examination. You can Google it. What is the meaning of appraisal? Examination. So project appraisal is nothing but project examination. Okay. So if a owner has a rough idea, for example, owner एक shopping mall बनाना चाहता है. So what he will think? He will think about the feasibility and strategy, how to get money, way to construct, everything is part of project appraisal. Okay. Next comes the project development. Once after project appraisal, if after seeing feasibility of construction, he will go for project development. प्रोजेक्ट डेवलपमेंट में क्या करेगा? ऑब्वियसली डिजाइन फाइनलाइजेशन करेगा, ड्राइंग फाइनलाइजेशन करेगा, एंड वॉट एवर टर्म्स रिलेटेड विद द प्रोजेक्ट ही विल प्लान इट एवरीथिंग, राइट? सो नेक्स्ट इज द कंस्ट्रक्शन प्लानिंग. So what is construction planning? For the construction purpose, see, design is finalized, drawing is finalized. Based on that, can you plan for construction? Okay, first thing what you need labor. Okay, you need labor, you need tools and machinery. So everything whatever required based on this design and drawing, you will go for resource planning. Agreed or not? This is nothing but construction planning. What all things you need for construction? Resource planning हो गया, time cost trade off हो गया, everything will be taken care in your construction planning. Okay, after you have planned, you will be getting a very good estimate कि कितना खर्चा होगा. Then you will go for tendering. Okay, then you will go for tendering. There will be competitive bidding. You will be inviting lot of people कि भाई साहब आप आ जाना और मेरा काम करके देना. So you will be entering a competitive bidding. After that you will do bid evaluation. Whoever has given you best quote, जो भी best quote देगा उसे आप accept करोगे. Even if the best quote is little bit higher, what you will do? You will negotiate. अगर वो कह रहा है कि 10 करोड़ में बना दूंगा, आप बोलोगे कि भैया 9 करोड़ 50 लाख में बना के दे देना. Okay, so obviously this type of negotiations also do work. So once he has agreed on that negotiation work, you will enter into a contract. Okay, so after that the construction starts. Once the contract is agreed, contractor will start your construction. So execution of work, monitoring of work, controlling of work will be running in construction step. After that, commissioning and handling over. The contractor will handle over it to the owner. Okay, so this last step will also have this contract closure and financial closure, etc. Okay, so everything will be closed by this step, commissioning and handling over of project to the owner. Okay, concept is clear, right? Let me stop this module by this small note. See, whatever guidelines for the project, right, it is present in a IES codebook, and this IES codebook is IES 15883 2013 part 2. इसमें सारे guidelines है related to tenders, contracts, all different construction project guidelines, whatever you need, right? It is present in our IES codebook 15883 2013 part 2. Okay, might be asked in some examination. शायद SSC में पूछ सकता है what is the IES codebook for project guidelines. IES 15883. I hope you have enjoyed this module, right? Sorry delay हो गया था. Actually I will be very frank with you. So what happened is the last year when I made this modules, इतना response नहीं था तो मैंने रोक दिया था. Okay, so but recently I got lot of queries from the students and I have started making CPM. Meanwhile I have made a lot of other subjects. It is not for free. I hope you know that, right? Target IES, how it works. The very first chapter of all subjects will be free. आप कर सकते हो related to all your gate questions, ESC questions after seeing my first chapter videos. If you are able to do more than 70% only, we suggest students to buy our package because we are very much confident कि अगर कोई student हमारे पास से बढ़ता है, obviously he will be scoring more than 70% in his GATE and ESC for sure in his very first attempt. Okay, just read my material, watch my videos, attempt solving more than 70% question. On practice it will go up to 90% also. So that is our target. But this subject, whatever CPM is there, right, it will be for free of cost only. Material is also given and remaining 3 or 4 modules are left, that will be also uploaded in just 2 or 3 days. Okay, in next 2 or 3 days everything will be present in YouTube channel for free of cost. Okay, have a nice day. See you in next module.